this is us fresh out of the IMAX cinema into the chairs, onto the mics to talk to you guys.
Yeah, literally left the seat, drove back into this seat.
Jurassic Park Dominion.
Yeah, Jurassic Park.
Okay, well, here's what I want us to do. So we've just seen Jurassic Park Dominion. We saw it at the IMAX Cineworld in Telford.
Yeah.
So as far as the cinema went, the 3D in the IMAX was actually crystal clear and very easy to watch. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be, because 3D in the past has been almost unwatchable.
Yeah.
So I still have an issue with it, but I think where I look at a lot of footage all the time, it's still blurry.
It does. When there's too much movement, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
So can we agree on this? You do not need to see this movie in 3D.
No.
It's 100%. I was suckered in. They suckered me in. I thought, if they're going to 3D something, they're going to have the bitey dinosaurs bit. No, there was one moment in the entire movie that was worth the 3D. In a 2.5 hour long movie.
Yeah. Was it the bit where her shoes were there? I was like, whose shoes are those?
That was the one. The shoes. But honestly, I'd 99% say don't bother seeing this in 3D. I think it'll actually just be better in 2D.
Yeah, I always used to find that 3D would make my eyes hurt quite a lot during, which I got maybe a tiny bit.
Yeah, it wasn't as bad. I agree with that.
It's definitely a step up in terms of quality of the visual that you get from it. It was less distortion. It was easier to kind of sit in it. And at points where it was more still and slower paced, I actually forgot I was watching 3D. It was quite comfortable. It's when it all started moving heavily and there's too much going on. It lost a little bit. So in terms of that, the IMAX screen, perfect. Now, I want us all in a single moment to shout a single word that describes this film. Just one word. You're allowed one word, and we're going to do 3, 2, 1, and then say the word, okay?
Wait. Give me a minute, though.
Yeah? You got your word?
Yeah.
Right. 3, 2, 1. Shit.
Random.
Random. So you went with shite, I went with shit, and you went with random. My other one,
I was going to say shit, and then I was like, I'll be more creative. I'll say shite.
I was going to say misfire as well. Yeah, overall, this movie is a bit of a big dull dud.
Yeah.
The thing is, you're right. The way that the quality of the film's great.
Oh yeah.
The aesthetics of it is awesome.
Let's break down
why
it doesn't work. So we're going to do as we usually do on our podcast. So on our movie review podcast, we're going to take the casting.
Yeah.
Then we're going into the actual cinematography of it, and then we'll go to the score, and then overall feel of the movie. So casting wise, we've got all the characters there that we want to see. They don't do much though.
No, it really didn't. There wasn't like it was spread too evenly. There wasn't even like there wasn't really a lead. Everyone seemed like they were a supporting role to like no actual lead.
Yeah, that is a really good way of describing it.
It was just,
everyone was just there.
Yeah,
like Goldblum was underused.
Yeah.
Let's get the names. I'm terrible with names, so we're going to go Jurassic Park, and we'll bring up all the names so we do nobody in Injustice.
The female villain also just randomly disappeared.
Oh yeah, I didn't even realise that.
Yeah, she was.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what I mean? She just like,
gave up, didn't she? And that was it. That was it.
Yeah.
It's just like we don't.
Yeah. So you got Sam Neill. Who's
Sam Neill? Yeah.
Thing is, the movie felt like even if they removed the dinosaurs, it would still have applied because the premise was around the girl as well. So they could have done literally everything without the dinosaurs, and it still would have worked.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, that's true. The dinosaurs are almost secondary. They're just an obstacle in this movie. Yeah. They're not really a feature.
Yeah.
And that is, we don't do spoilers, so we're going to be careful, obviously, because people are going to watch this. Yeah. There's no post-credits. That's the one to do. Sam Neill, okay, so he comes back as the same character, Alan Grant. He's likable enough. He's paired up with Laura Dern, who plays Ellie Sattler. They're the original scientists from the Jurassic Park movie.
Yeah.
And, it's nice to see them back in it. But again, I just feel like there's no oomph given to them. Their introductions are really kind of
lackluster.
Yeah, there's no real ramp up to them. And all the way through this movie, which is a consistent factor, like the same as we have with Bryce Howard and Chris Pratt. Chemistry's lacking in every aspect. Even with the girl who's the feature in it, between there's supposed to be this love and this care and this they're willing to die and you just don't get that feeling at all. Like when they interact, it's not there.
No, and I can't really put my finger on it. It's not like any one of them individually did a bad job. It was literally just it was
like they were reading from a script.
Yeah, it felt like
it's like they didn't take it and make it their own.
Yeah,
especially Chris Pratt.
Yeah,
no,
Chris Pratt.
No innovation, very little pop to him through most of the movie.
Was there a single like? And I'm not one for like chucking in funny things just for the sake of it, but Chris Pratt always adds a bit of levity.
There were two,
he's normally a bit more witty.
There were two smirking moments. One was from Goldblum, and it's already been ruined by being put in the trailer. And the other one where it was a bit of a laugh was just an adaptation of what you saw from the trailer. So they're actually the best bits of the movie.
Yeah.
I felt like the development of, like the young girl, she's like, you're not my mum. And then by the end of it, I like that. Obviously, that's what's supposed to happen.
Yeah.
But it's so obvious that's what is happening.
Yeah.
But it's not that amazing either.
Yeah,
so
it was too just in your face from the get-go.
Yeah.
So there is that development with them, but again, there's like no real crescendo. I wasn't gonna. If any of them, like, none of them are gonna die because they're too much of a
too valuable.
They're too much of how much the original.
There was a moment where I thought, they might be getting rid of Goldblum.
Yeah, but don't say when. Yeah, I know which bit you mean.
Yeah, and I was thinking, they might actually. Would have thrown us. I would have actually been like, they spiced it up.
They should have done that.
They should have killed someone.
Yeah, just fucking take them all out. There you go, domination.
Domination. So it's more, I don't even think really with that Goldblum moment you're really even corralled into thinking that's going to happen. You immediately know nothing's happening.
Yeah.
That was just your brain hoping.
Yeah, it was.
It really was. There was no like incitement to that possibly being.
Because I was bored up until that point, and I was like, "Come on, they've got to have something up their sleeve. They've got to do something interesting."
This is the problem. The dinosaurs are secondary. Again, we're not really introduced to any amazing new creatures, any new genetic.
Yeah, like Blue, for example. You can really get to know Blue.
Yeah,
and you actually care about Blue. Yeah, whereas
none of that in this. None of it at all.
And when they beat up that one dinosaur, was a bit ridiculous as well.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know which one you mean. Yeah. And there's a lot of points where you're just wondering why the dinosaur doesn't just eat the person.
Yeah.
It's like why do the dinosaurs get pleasure in torturing or winding people up? Like,
I was kind of rooting for the dinosaurs for most of it, and when I felt the dinosaurs were getting like sometimes beaten, I was just like, that's just like animal cruelty.
Yeah. I know.
That's kind of the vibe I was getting from it.
They reduced the dinosaurs to basically a almost endangered commodity. It's a shame. We were really hoping for it, but honestly, it just falls flat.
What about the main bad guy?
Yeah, so the main bad guy is an absolute just drip.
Yeah.
Yeah, but even then, like when it changed to think, he might be a good guy, they made it so obvious he was the bad guy before that moment.
Well, there was a change.
And that didn't even last that long.
Yeah.
It was literally like a little speech.
Yeah.
And a little segment, and then straight back into him being the bad guy.
Yeah, and he was just a fucking loser as well. Like, he
was
literally
a loser.
wasn't.
Did you see when he did that little fit? He had a little fit.
Yeah.
He started punching the chair. I was like,
Yeah. I was just like, if I was any of the staff there, I would just punch him in the fucking face.
Yeah,
and that would be it.
Yeah,
he'd probably cry.
Job done. Yeah.
Yeah, he was just a fucking drip, and like I don't know. I think they were trying to have like what's his name? The guy who did like Apple products. He innovated for Apple.
Yeah, that's who they try to base.
What's his name now?
Steve Jobs.
Steve Jobs. Yeah, they have a slight kind of or like Google CEO where he's like moving everything forward, like big conglomerates.
They don't even follow that through.
No.
That's immediate. Like just everything. Nothing's stuck with it. Everything's like a singularity of a moment that they've just decided in this area, in this environment, this is going to happen, and then it moves to another environment, and you forget completely what's just happened in the previous scenes. Now we've got a whole new section. We're going to do this. There's very little follow through the whole movie, other than the fact that you follow the same character.
Yeah.
But that's it. And there's points as well where it doesn't even make sense. Like there's certain things that happen in terms of how they end up getting into that final space. And there is no damage to the actor or actress involved in that moment. And it's ridiculous. Yeah. They pop out of this occurrence that goes on in the movie like nothing has happened. And it's a possible life-ending occurrence.
Well, it's an almost guaranteed life-ending experience.
And they pop out.
They don't
not
even
only
sweat.
Not only looking unscathed, looking quite well manicured, if
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
And I was
Yeah,
just
the female pilot, she
I
looked
am
great.
I am fully out of this. I'm fully out.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's just, here's the thing. Don't go watch it. Don't waste your money. Don't go and watch it. Don't waste your money. It's honestly, it's if you've got an unlimited card and you're at Cineworld, yeah, go watch it just to see. Just because now you know you're you have low expectations when you go in. You will find moments in the movie that you enjoy.
Yeah, it looks great.
There are some
It is
moments
great.
of innovation, which is really clever. But I wish they'd followed it through in the rest of the movie and removed a lot of the fluff and gone more with that kind of just that moment. There was real fear in that one. You know the moment I'm talking about, and it was clever and it was really well done. And the cinematography of it was amazing. The way it was just the split of the visual.
Yeah.
You're talking about then? That looks sick. Yeah.
No, not the way. No, don't say it. 'cause
Yeah,
it's not
yeah,
spoiled.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know the
what-
bit with the.
Yeah.
And there's loads of our reviews that say, you know that, that bit was genuinely quite like scary, like to look at. You could feel that, and there was no more of that after. And they could have done so much because they had the beasties to do it with, but they just reduced them all to a standard bitey fight scene with a really kind of see-through, here's what's going to happen next moment.
And they got away.
Oh, and it's not quite that.
Move on to the actual cinematography of it and how it's...
the visual of the movie is, it's nice. It doesn't fall flat at any real point.
No, it looks pretty and it's well filmed. The CGI is good. I like the fact that they use some animatronics quite heavily.
Yeah, you can see it though. Yeah, it's so obvious. That's the thing.
Yeah, but I'd like that because it's a throwback to the original.
Yeah, okay, that's a good point. That's a good point. So you
I'd
can plus
rather
that.
it be an animatronic, especially when it's close-up stuff. I'd rather it be an animatronic than be...
Them looking at a ball.
Yeah.
And then filling it in
because they can
later.
actually work off that. It's got features and it's moving. And things,
Yeah,
so,
'cause I don't know. I suppose the thing that I think would have made it a bit better in terms of what the animatronics were like. The textures were wrong on them. I thought they were very matte.
Yeah.
And I felt like literally just giving them like a bit more sheen, like that might have made them look a little bit more real, just the textures. But either way, I still preferred that to just fucking relying 100% on CGI like everything does now.
I like the mix. Especially since we've had the new Star Wars series released and stuff like that, where we're getting used to seeing that again in big, action features and stuff.
Yeah, and they had some really nice scenes right at the very end.
Yeah, that was sick.
Those were my favourite shots.
Do
of the whole
you know
film.
that saved me from saying it was an absolute dumpster fire.
Yeah.
The way they pulled it at
The
the
end
end.
sequence,
That was nice.
Yeah.
But they needed more of that through the whole fucking movie.
Yeah, they needed that.
They could have integrated that way earlier.
Yeah, because
on.
that's not a thing that happened at the end. That
has been going on the whole
That's
time.
been going on the whole time and you never made aware of it.
Yeah, it's just weird, the choice of...
The pacing was off as well through it. So you would have... the cinematography... Okay, the way it looks is great. Yeah, CGI is good. The score, terrible.
Yeah.
Could it be any louder? Like, does it have to be so loud? And that
that's more down to the cinema, though. I think.
No,
they could turn it down.
no, because we've been to the IMAX multiple times, and that is a loud place, and they've used the speakers in that place before to emphasize action moments by using the bass and the subwoofers and everything going on in there. Yeah. At no point did they do that in this movie, when they could have done with the footsteps and everything like that, the crunching, the noises. I got none of that impact. When the dinosaurs attacked each other, I got none of that impact.
It was just painful at some point.
But at that point where they're going through the streets, like you see this in the trailer where he's on the motorbike with the dinosaurs chasing him. You've seen all that in the trailer. It's not spoiling anything. The level of treble in that soundtrack and the choice of sound effects they've used. They use a whining, a high-pitched motorbike engine coupled with screeching of dinosaurs, scratching of metal car horns, and furniture being tossed in metallic tinny noises. All of that high pitchedness literally hurt my ears. And it goes and it's not even like momentary. It's a sustained pace of that noise constantly, with then overlapped higher impact crashes of metal.
And the music score.
Oh, it was just honestly, it was painful.
Yeah.
And I was looking at people around, and everyone around was kind of doing this face like, fuck, is this going to end?
Yeah.
Because it goes on for a good, 3-4 minutes straight.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whoever did the motorbike scene, though, the rider's pretty good. Though.
Yeah, good rider. Very good rider.
But yeah, the pacing was off. There was just some really flat spots where I was just like, fucking hell. So this was we talked about Top Gun the other week. Just over 2 hour long film, flew by.
Yeah.
This was 2.5 hours. it fucking.
We talked
dragged.
about how that would come into a lower point of energy, and then just as you were getting ready to getting fed up at that low point, it would bring it straight back up. They paced it, timed it well.
Yeah.
This, they don't give a shit.
No.
They'll throw random bits in of action and completely kill it dead straight afterwards. Pointless bits of action as well that go on too long.
I had like 3 or 4 moments in that film where I was just like.
I yawned 4 times.
Yeah, I was just like, come on, just wrap it up now.
I give it 4 yawns.
I give it 4 yawns. Fucking hell, yeah. That's it. On the yawn scale, if you get 5 yawns at me, it's like a dumpster fire. This was a 4 yawner. So this is a dumpster full of shit ready to burn. Someone with a cigarette nearby. If that ending sequence,
just flicking it.
If the ending sequence wasn't in it, that cigarette would have been.
It just hit the side and bounced off.
He stubbed it out instead.
Although, even like obviously we're talking about this end scene. There's only, for me, I don't know about you. You
don't want to watch 2.5 hours for a 2-minute scene at the end.
Well, it wasn't even the entirety of it. There was just those clips, the pretty scenes, the speech. I was like, oh, fucking shut up now. I was a bit bored at that point. I was like, I don't care.
Yeah, the speech was not a big thing.
It was just those literally the 3 scenes.
I don't remember there being a speech.
I don't remember the speech. It was something about, I don't know. Yeah, we don't need to tell you because it'll spoil stuff anyway. Yeah. So unfortunately, guys. I wish we could tell you more. We were hoping for more.
Yeah.
We were hoping for lots of like funny moments with Pratt and Goldblum. I mean, they're primed. You couldn't have 2 better people to work off each other.
Yeah.
They're primed for it with Goldblum's quirky little head.
There could have been that like
they didn't interact at all. Them 2.
And there could have been a thing where like Chris Pratt was like, spit it out, something like that. There's so much they could have done there.
The whole Will Smith and Goldblum in Independence Day.
Yeah.
Like they could have had a very similar bouncing off each other.
They were great together.
Yeah, and it was just nothing like it. And also, I know all films, and especially a film with fucking dinosaurs in, you are meant to suspend belief just to like, okay, fair enough, I know this isn't reality. But there was too many moments that were even just absurd.
Even for dinosaurs.
Even for a dinosaur world.
Yeah.
Like how they meet the pilot woman.
Yeah.
And remember, so they're going in to this place and they're like, don't even make eye contact with anyone. This massive like warehouse full of people.
Yeah, but even that was random. And then it wasn't even relevant.
That whole scene is like something from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was laughable. It was almost going down the like Judge Dredd. Stallone Judge Dredd style movie, that wasn't it?
Yeah.
God, I'd forgotten about that. That's terrible.
But it wasn't. That wasn't it. It was
terrible.
It was just don't even make eye contact with people. She immediately goes into a bathroom and starts talking to the first woman she sees, tells her everything.
The right one.
But
for no reason.
The whole country that they're in a completely different country to where everything else happened, and they bump into the one woman who's seen the person who they're looking for,
who says don't say anything to anyone.
Yeah, and I'm just like, okay, so they've just randomly stumbled into that, and then there's another bit where like they get hold of one of these tasers. There's just randomly a taser on the wall, and it's like, there we go. There's just so many moments.
Maybe the taser thing, you would have them like fire extinguishers because of the dinosaurs being around.
Maybe, but it was just like this. There was several moments.
They never explained how the tasers work.
No,
either.
But everyone knows how a taser works.
No, against a dinosaur though. How does that work? Because it seemed to not require touch.
Yeah,
it seemed to have almost be like a bit. Within a certain distance, it would work.
The extremely.
Well, we've just told everyone not to go watch it, so we might as well say why.
We'll say it. Right. We've just had to cut a bit. So the world-ending scenario that they create. Yeah.
There is
the reason it happens is because
there's a window. Yeah. But like. Don't worry about the steel doors or anything like that. We've just got a skylight.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, we've fortified everything but that. Oh, Dave designed that bit.
Yeah.
John did the rest.
Yeah, there was
just
John.
Like John.
There was just so many points of just like, oh, for fuck's sake, this is just stupid now. Like,
just Swiss cheese.
Yeah, and just like people coming together randomly, just like, oh, fancy meeting you here. Yeah. Fancy meeting you here. It's like, it doesn't matter that there's like fucking.
Yeah, where did that guy come from? He was speaking to the main boss guy, then he left, but then he met them all of a sudden.
Yeah.
How did he get there?
Yeah. There were so many moments like that. And I know on a script he's just like, and then they bump into this person. And then, so like, but when you actually saw it, it was so jarring. You're just like, isn't this place meant to be fucking
huge?
Thousands of acres. And then
fancy seeing you.
Yeah. Hello. Yeah, just too much suspension of belief. And like, it just did not.
I think one of the biggest failings
work.
of it is whatever they try to build to in terms of character relationships throughout the whole movie, none of it built to anything of any value.
Yeah.
None of it felt real, and none of it actually had you kind of worried at any point.
Yeah.
It really didn't.
What about?
But it was even the movie was too far removed from what Jurassic Park was.
They should have toned it down a bit, got a bit more involved with the characters, focused on a few more of the select dinosaurs.
Yeah, make less happen. Actually.
Yeah, and make more of those moments. You know, like when the raptors were trying to get into the control room in the original.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's a good scene.
It was tension, wasn't it? It was
the
it
door
was the
handle
build-up.
moving, all that shit. None of that's in this.
Yeah,
None of it.
It's
Literally
because
none
they
of
were
it.
just in a rush to get into the action. They were like, "Oh, we don't need any build-up. We just like go now, do your thing."
Yeah.
Hi, nice to meet you. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what it was? It was a Black
Get in
Widow.
my plane.
It was a Black Widow.
I'm not seeing it.
Black,
I'm not seeing it.
dreadful movie.
Yeah, you
Dreadful.
said that was shit.
It's just like if you were to take 1,000 action scenes and string them together, and by the 10th one you're bored, and you got another 990 to watch.
And it was also like
Super
towards
boring.
the end, they were just like, "Oh fuck, we haven't actually had any dinosaurs do anything. Quick dinosaur fight now!"
Another dinosaur fight.
Yeah, and they're just like random dinosaur, another random
oh,
dinosaur
random-
come in.
oh, yeah.
They've
Oh,
just bumped into each other
And
again
also
randomly.
There's too much overplaying on the fact that dinosaurs have some kind of conscience or emotion, or and just come on.
And they were just like, "What's that dinosaur?" And it's like, "That's the biggest predator the world's ever known." But what about that
This
one?
one.
That's
That's
also the biggest predator the world's ever known.
So it's the biggest and the most dangerous. Yes, nothing can kill it. No, okay.
What about that one? Oh, yeah, that one can.
Oh, but
Except for
might
that
be
one,
able
that's
to.
the only other one.
And the whole tag team situation at the end, I'm like, "What's going on here?"
Let's just not.
I'm just like, and they were mates after, like, "Yeah, high
Yeah,
five."
high five.
Yeah, they
That's
like
what it
roared
was.
together.
Like claws.
Dinosaurs.
High five.
They should have like high five, put some shades on, and just like rocking out together. And then that it should have ended with like a Wayne's World.
Wayne's
And
World,
that becomes like the
Prototype.
new logo. Did you see? Yeah.
Oh,
You
yeah.
saw that, yeah.
Yeah, the little
The
circle
homage.
one.
You know,
Yeah, he went into
you
the thing
saw
with the
it.
rain. Yeah.
Why? What
Just-
were they trying to achieve with
I
it?
don't know. I
more-
didn't know whether to like or hate that moment, but
You would have liked it if the movie was good.
yes, we would have loved it if the movie was good. It
Yeah.
would have been like Cruise did with the Top Gun.
Yeah.
You had those 80s cheese moments just to the right level where you
Yeah.
were still acceptable, not too much.
It's too late to give a throwback to the original. This was in like the final moments of the film, and they'd missed any potential chances of like nostalgia.
Yeah.
Were just not there. Like I don't know.
That's what they failed with as well. They didn't. I got no real moments of nostalgia towards the original, and I think that was what we were all hoping for. We wanted that cast to come back together, be bouncing off each other, be a real focal point. And I think all that happened is they became figurines within these action sequences.
Yeah,
and
there was just like
that was it. There was no. That was it.
There was kind of like old cast storyline, new cast storyline, running separate, and then last minute
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
together. You're friends now. Go on,
Go and do
wrap
stuff.
up the film.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know. I felt like the older cast, they should have left them longer to pull them in. They should have left you like thinking, "Oh, come on, where are they?"
Yeah, maybe.
like wanting them to come in at some point, and you're like waiting to know when they're going to pop
They
up.
do come in pretty much towards right within the first 15 minutes. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So there we go, guys. Unfortunately, right. So we're going to scale it now. Out of what are we doing? We do a 10 score, don't we? Normally.
yeah, out of 10.
So who you want to start? Let's do rock paper scissors to see who starts, and let's go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Share. Oh, we both lose. So you
There you go.
get
I say 3 out of 10.
a 3 out of 10. What are you saying?
I was going to go 3 as well.
Oh my god!
He's gonna go 2. Just 3.
I think I'm going. I think I'm going 2.5.
Yeah.
I really.
The thing is, I love Jurassic Park.
I
so-
love
Oh, do you?
Jurassic
Yeah.
Park.
So
I see
that's
it
why I
as
say it's 3 because it's still sick.
Let's just say that
Like-
before to join on that score. I get that last movie that they did. I thought was still pretty damn good.
Yeah, but I
considering it
knew
was
after
already
that
fading.
last movie, the third one is going to be shit because they've done everything that they should
Yeah.
have stretched those two out.
Yeah.
And that last one be the
But in that, you
conclusion.
had the relationships there that worked. You really felt like Pratt was fighting for her, and
Yeah.
that she became her own woman and toughened up towards the end.
And
Like,
she became useless again.
she's
Yeah. They just.
it falls flat.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there you go. It's a combined score out of 30 of 8.5.
Yeah.
You're giving it 2.5.
I'm giving it 2.5.
Oh, nice.
I'm giving it 2.5.
Yeah, I think like watch it when it comes out on fucking Netflix or
If you've
whatever,
got unlimited,
or if you've got unlimited.
If you've got
yeah.
unlimited, yeah, you can go see it and you can make your own call and let us know if you agree with us.
Yeah.
If you don't and you're gonna, I mean, if
wouldn't
we
pay
didn't have
20
if
quid
we
for
didn't
that.
have unlimited, so I bought your ticket for that.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was £18 that would have been each of us if we didn't have the unlimited. £18.
Really?
Yeah, I'd be pissed if I'd paid that to watch that movie.
It's 20 plus the snacks and that.
Plus your snacks. So how much your snacks cost?
I think it was 13 quid.
13? What did you buy?
I bought. Well, they said it was a deal.
Did you buy the person dealing the snacks?
No, I got a drink.
They got a deal.
Yeah, no, it's a bad deal. It's a bad deal. I didn't say it was a good deal. Because I just wanted a normal drink and a normal popcorn. She said it's cheaper if you get the bigger one. So I got the bigger one, and then some M&Ms. Some M&Ms. You got
Did she say psych as you swiped your card? Beep, psych. She was like, commission. Upselling. She upsold you.
Yeah.
Oh, well. There we go. So, there you go. Jurassic Park.
Snacks were good, though. Snacks
were good. Actually, the popcorn was really good.
Yeah, popcorn's always nice.
Popcorn wasn't. I got the sweet. What'd you get?
Sweet and sour mixed.
Well, you can do that.
Yeah.
Sweet and salty. That's the
Do
dream.
you not know that?
I didn't know you could ask. She didn't offer that. She said, do you want sweet or salted?
Say both.
Yeah.
Mother bitch.
Yeah, I always have both.
Yeah.
I always have a mix.
What a double
And they're really
mix.
good at that cinema because normally when I go to the cinema near me, you get like half is just sweet,
half.
half.
No.
Whereas they like actually like
mix it up,
mix it up because you don't know what you're gonna get. Whereas like you just have like half salty and then you're like about to die of dehydration, and then the sugary ones kick in and then you like get the jitters. Whereas that you kind of dying of dehydration and like going fucking hypoglycemic all at the same time. Brilliant.
Well, I'm going to do that next time. I rarely ever got up on this. I'm trying to behave myself, but today was how I went for it. So, yeah, it was good. At least I had a cinema experience. It was fun to get out and do that. And the cinema was good. So we, as people do ask, actually, so the 4DX and the IMAX 3D and the normal IMAX is all in the same cinema that we go to. It's through Cineworld. Ours is in Telford, but there are obviously ones spread out in the country. You should be able to get a discount using LexFitness22 on their website if you're going for the unlimited card, but we're actually going to try and be pushing for some kind of specific deal through us. We're just waiting to hear back from the dude when we get on, and we'll get onto that.
The dude.
Once the dude gets back to us, we'll let you know. But yeah, that's it. Hope it's been useful. If you like review, let us know. Make sure to subscribe if you're on whatever networks you can subscribe on, like YouTube. If you're on Spotify, please leave us a review or leave us a comment on what you thought of the movie. If you agree, if you disagree, let us know why. And we'll catch you next one, which is going to be what?
Dun, dun, dun.
What's out next?
No idea what's next.
We're waiting on.
Don't look at me.
We definitely got Thor.
Like I've got a plan.
We've got Thor, Mission Impossible.
Thor's got to be coming out soon, right?
Got to be soon. Yeah, something.
That's surely one of the next.
Yeah.
We don't know.
We don't know. You'll know when we know.
Yeah.
Right, we'll catch you in the next one. Cheers for tuning in, Aaron.
See ya.
Toodle pip.
Pose.